Hey guys, this is Satyajit Pattnaik and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I shall be talking about anomaly detection. And I will also be talking about one of the algorithms that we created way back in 2017, where I was working in one of the companies and I worked with one of my colleagues and we delivered this project. So today's video is going to be on a live use case. It's not on a Kaggle dataset or on GitHub dataset, or it's not a mock-up project. It's going to be a real life project. And however, the complexity of the project is not that high. It's not like a predictive analytics model or something like that, but it's going to be fun. You are going to learn a lot of things related to anomalies, related to the type of anomalies, type of anomaly detection algorithms, and which algorithm that we created. We'll also talk about that in depth. So let's get started with this video. Before getting into that, do you know what exactly is anomalies? If not, write down in the comment section below and let's get started. As I told you that this video is going to be on one of the real life scenarios. Now, I'll just do a small storytelling before getting into the topic and then we'll quickly jump into the topic. Well, I was working in one of the companies. I'll not name the company, but it was really good working in that company. I worked on a lot of use cases. So this particular use case was, we were working with some time series data where my manager came to me and he was like, can we detect anomalies or can we detect outliers in this data, which will be able to help us identify the patterns and all those things. In case the anomalies are going to be important, we can keep it for the predictive model building part. If not, we can just get rid of them. So the strategy which we applied later on, that's a different story. But when he came to me and talked about anomalies, I was completely new, completely unaware of the fact what exactly are anomalies. I knew what was outlier detection, but I didn't knew this word called as anomaly. Okay, so we are creating this video on anomalies and I'll also talk about my algorithm that we created. It's not basically my algorithm. Me and one of my colleague created this algorithm. It's a very simple algorithm. It's not very tough. And at the end of the video, we'll also show you the Python implementation of this program and we'll also show you graphs, how anomalies can be seen on time series data. So stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Before getting into that, let's try to understand what are anomalies. I hope everybody might have already written down in the comment section if you know what is an anomaly, right? Anomalies are set of data points that are considerably different from the remainder of the data, which means just imagine you have a bunch of data or a bunch of customers. Let's talk about data. We'll not talk about customers, else somebody might think that I'm being racist if I talk about white and black people. Let's not talk about that. We'll talk about data. Let's say everybody's age is around 25, 26, 22, 23, something like that. That means everybody is young, right? What if there are 4 people out of 1,000 who are greater than 60 years of age? And rest all are falling in a range of 20 to 25. That means the average age of all the customers is around 25 for sure. But there are few data points that are very far away from that average. These are basically called as anomalies, or in other term, in statistical term, we also call it as outliers. There is another dedicated video on outlier detection. You can go to my channel playlist. There will be a playlist named as Business Statistics. In that, I already have a detailed video on outlier detection, where I have talked about box plot techniques, I have talked about various other techniques. So why don't you go ahead and check it out. But in this video, I'm talking about some anomaly detection algorithms. Okay, so challenges, how many outliers are there in the data? That is the challenge. Method is validation can be quite challenging. Finding needle is in a haystack. Working assumption, there are considerably more normal, abnormal observations in the data. Got it? Now, anomaly detection scheme. General steps: build a portfolio of the normal behavior. Profile can be patterns or summary statistics for the overall population. Use the normal profile to detect anomalies. Anomalies are observations whose characteristics differ significantly from the normal profile. So understanding on anomalies is clear. जो data rest of the data से हटके है, that's going to be your anomalies. Let's say you're analyzing India's data and in between some data points are coming from France and Germany. So these are anomalies. आप इंडिया के डेटा में 1000 रिकॉर्ड्स इंडिया के हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द डेटा इज फ्रॉम इंडिया. देयर आर 4 to 5 records from France. So that's going to be anomalies. Or else another very good example of anomalies is that just imagine आप अभी किसी भी लोकेशन पे हो, राइट? you are watching this video from any of the locations. आपके लास्ट 5 दिन के टेम्परेचर में you are seeing 30, 32, 30, 32, 30, 32, or suddenly there is a day where your temperature goes to 40. That is basically an anomaly. Okay, so identifying an anomaly is one of the toughest work. See, the easiest way to identify an anomaly is आप एक threshold define कर दो. Anything goes beyond 35 degrees or anything goes below 25 degrees is going to be anomaly. But that is completely robotic process. ऐसा होता नहीं है. So when we analyze data, there are a lot of things that we analyze, right? So let's get ahead. There are various types of anomaly detection schemes. One is statistical based, one is distance based, and one is model based. Okay. In this video, we are focusing more on the statistical based because what we created was a statistical based model. It's going to be very much fun, trust me, and I'm pretty much sure, 90% sure कि आपने इस algorithm के बारे में नहीं सुना होगा because there is no official name to this algorithm. We have just created it based on our expertise, based on our experience and all those things. Statistical based. If we know that the distribution of values in the sample is Gaussian or Gaussian-like, we can use the standard deviation of the sample as a cutoff for identifying outliers. The Gaussian distribution has the property that the standard deviation from the mean can be used to reliably summarize the percentage of values in the sample. For example, मान लो we are talking about bell curve, right? How does the bell curve look like? Bell curve looks like this, right? Within plus minus 1 standard deviation, we have 65%. Plus minus 2, we have 95%. Plus minus 3, we have 99.7%, right? So let's say we're talking about within 1 standard deviation of the mean, which will cover 68% of the data. So if the mean is 50, आपका average 50 है, and your standard deviation is 5, that means plus minus 1 standard deviation is middle पे mean रहता है and then 55, 45. That means within 45 and 55, 68% of the data are falling if the data is following standardization rule. Okay, if the data is following the normal standardization curve, right? If you are not clear with the statistics concept, please go ahead. There is a playlist on my channel. 5 videos are there. It will not take much time. Go through that and then come here. As the test data above, then all the data in the sample between 45 and 55 account for 68% of the data. We can cover more of the data sample if we expand the range as follows. जैसे कि 1 to standard deviation से आप move करते हो plus minus 2 standard deviation, which will have 95% data. That means 40 से लेके 60 तक, right? If 50 is your mean and 5 is your standard deviation, 45 to 55 is plus minus 1, 40 to 60 is plus minus 2, 35 to 65 is plus minus 3. Anything beyond plus minus 3 is logically considered as an outlier. Okay, but that's not the case in all the scenarios. And that is one of the reasons why we came across this algorithm. इतना simple होता कि plus minus 3 से हटा दो and it's going to be outliers, then life would have been so easier, right? Why it is not that simple? Because not all data follows normal distribution. A value that falls outside 3 standard deviation is part of the distribution, but it is an unlikely or rare event at approximately 1 out of 370 samples. 3 standard deviation from the mean is a common cutoff in practice for identifying outliers in a Gaussian or Gaussian-like distribution. Okay, so this is the problem, but we'll talk about the solution. हम लोगों ने क्या algorithm बनाया था? I'll anyways leave this PPT with you in the description below, and yeah, I mean you can follow this PPT. Everything is explained here. We'll quickly jump into the algorithm कि क्यों किया हम लोगों ने and क्या किया. Just imagine this scenario. Okay, we'll talk about a scenario. Let's say, for sure, many data points, many data does not follow the normal distribution, right? Now, हमारे केस में क्या था? We were analyzing some metrics data like CPU utilization, memory utilization, ऐसे टाइप का data हम analyze कर रहे थे. उसमें क्या हुआ? When we did the plus minus 3 standard deviation, we were not able to identify कि actually these are outliers or not, right? So what we did is, just imagine I have 6 months of data, Jan 1st till June end. Now what we did is, let's say I am analyzing the Monday's data. Let's say I'm analyzing 30th June data. Now, should I be considering the previous data points? But what we did is we tried to analyze, let's say 30th June is a Monday. What we did is, see, try to understand one thing. Okay, so let's try to simplify things. It's very difficult to explain, but I'm trying to think of some examples. Now, just imagine a scenario, okay? We'll talk about one simple scenario. If you have Google right now, you can simply go ahead and check INR to USD transformation or USD to INR. So you will get the graph, right? Now, I don't know the graph, how the graph looks like, but let's say I'm just analyzing 1 week's data. Okay, there are high chances that, let's say, the data is like this. Okay, now this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, this is Thursday, this is Friday, this is Saturday, this is Sunday. Simple. Now there could be chances. Now if I just talk about this 1 week data, definitely this data point is going to be an outlier. Simple. This data point is going to be an outlier. But is this actually an outlier? We don't know, because we have to analyze previous data as well. What if in each and every week's Thursday we see these spikes because of some market changes? We don't know. क्या पता कि हर थर्सडे को आपको ऐसा स्पाइक दिखे. अगर हर थर्सडे को ऐसा स्पाइक दिख रहा है, that means this cannot be considered as an anomaly. This is a normal behavior. Every Thursday you are getting spikes. Let's say, so you kind of understanding, right? If I am just analyzing 1 week's data, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, according to only this 7 days data, this Thursday's data is an outlier. But what if I missed out my previous data points? Let's say if I analyzed previous data points, every Thursday I am getting a spike. Does that mean that the Thursdays, that each and everything is an outlier? No, because it's a regular behavior. Every Thursday we are getting spikes. So that is one of the drawbacks when you analyze blindly, right? And that is one of the reasons why we came across our algorithm. What we did is, let's say I'm considering Thursday. Just imagine I analyzed 1 week's data and I got that this is my outlier. Now what I did is I analyzed past 6 or 7 Thursdays. Okay, just imagine, let's talk about these data points. Okay, Monday I have 30 degrees Celsius, Tuesday 31, Wednesday 30, Thursday let's say 35 degrees हो गया, Friday let's say 31, Saturday let's say 32, Sunday let's say 31. So this is basically an outlier. Previous data कहता है कि last Thursday भी 34 था, उससे पहले भी 35 था, उससे पहले 38 था. And if I analyze this, I don't see an outlier. It's completely normal behavior, right? So that is the reason we came across this algorithm कि हम क्या करेंगे, वीकली डेटा पे एनालाइज नहीं करेंगे, वी विल बी एनालाइजिंग द प्रीवियस वीक्स डेटा. अगर मंडे को एनालाइज कर रहे हैं, एवरी मंडे, ट्यूसडे एवरी ट्यूसडे, ऑल दिस थिंग्स. सो द फॉलोइंग एग्जांपल शोज हाउ द एवरेज ऑफ मीन एंड स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन लुक्स लाइक फॉर सैंपल मेट्रिक. You can see Monday of week 1, Monday of week 2, Monday of week 3. We analyzed that. So we calculated the population mean. 76 जो कि week 1 में था, 4 जो कि week 2 में था and 6 जो कि week 3 में था and average आया 28.67. The standard deviation is 33.48. The following table depicts the hourly averages of the rate data by day. The average of hourly averages and the population standard deviation of the hourly averages for the same day of the week, same hour. Assume that the data is polled at 15 minutes interval. ठीक है, ये लॉजिक के बेसिस पे हम लोगों ने एक एल्गोरिथम बनाया. And then we'll jump onto the algorithm. So we'll quickly show you the algorithm. It's a very simple algorithm. थोड़ा सा complex दिख सकता है, but don't worry, I'll explain you. Now this slide will be with you in the description below. You can check it out. Now I'll quickly jump into the Python. I was just running the codes right now, so we'll just clear it out, remove the plots. So this is the algorithm. You can see it's I have to hide this date so that let's just hide it. Okay, this is like you saw 2019, but it's way before that. Okay, because 2019 को मैंने GitHub का repository बनाया था. So let's not talk about it. Okay, so this is the code. I'll show you the code and this is the data that we have. Okay, I'll show you the data as well. Now this is the data, export data. आपके पास टाइम स्टैम्प है और आपके पास मैट्रिक्स है. ओके, सिंपल, वो यूनिवेरिएट टाइम सीरीज डेटा है. दैट्स इट. वी आर गोइंग टू डू एनोमली डिटेक्शन. नाउ if you talk about some anomaly detection algorithms, make a note of it. There are many anomaly detection algorithms. One of the classic algorithms is Luminol, okay, which is by the LinkedIn team. Okay, why it's failing? Because we are in the previous directory. So we'll come back to the old directory, we'll run it again, and then it's successful. We'll run everything, and then trust me, it's going to be very simple to understand. I'll leave the code to you. Simply, you can understand it. In case you have any doubts, let's say you have doubt at line number 88, ping in the comment section that I have doubts on line number 88. I will be explaining you the logic. If you understand Python, it's going to be super simple. Very, very easy to understand. Okay. And then I will just plot my graphs. And this is the graphs that I have plotted. And we'll try to plot an interactive plot as well. Let me just save the anomalies and then I'll plot an offline plot. Okay, and this is the offline plot. I'll just quickly disable data without anomalies, and you can see the red dots are basically the anomalies. Okay, if I zoom in, you can see these are the anomalies. Okay, so this is all about this anomaly detection algorithm which we have created. But I hope this video acted like a small tutorial on anomaly detection. In our next videos, if you want, I can also get a separate video on luminal algorithm, or else if you have any requests, let me know in the comment section below. That's it for this particular video. I'll leave this document. I will leave the one who had created this algorithm with me. I'll also leave his profile in the link below if you want to connect with him. So everything deliverables will be a part of this in the description below. That's it for this video. In case you like it, please like, share and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified on my future videos. That's it, signing you off. Bye bye.